I love making soap, and I wanted it to be as natural as possible, but I want it also to look pretty. So I got this mold for Christmas from my daughter. I think she ordered it on Amazon, and I wanted to make impressions to make a template out of wax to use as a template to make a mold for my soap, for the top of my soap, so that every bar has a bee and some bee comb on it. So this is my template that I used. I made out of wax, piecing these together, and so each bar hopefully has a bee in it, and you just piece them together and make it your own, whatever design you want to use. You make the wax, pour the wax in here in this mold. Pour wax into a mold of your desire. Let it cool. You're going to take, after it cools, you're going to take the pieces out, place them in your mold how you like, and you can use any kind of molds. Then you're gonna try to glue the pieces to the mold so they don't move. I'm just going to pour it in and see. Thin layer. Scoot it down. Piece them in and let it dry. Once you pour a thin layer over the hearts, this is the impression mold made out of wax. I'm going to use this to make the silicone liner for my mold. That way I could just pour in my soap and then the tops will look like this. This is how I got this. This is how I made this. I pieced them together. And you can do any kind of design that you like. Make it your own. So this is a mat that's going to fit into my mold. And when I pour my soap in, it should look like this when I get done. The top of my soap, so I can cut each bar. Each bar I'm going to cut, and then they're going to have hearts on the top, and I don't have to use embeds and I'll go through all that hassle. I just pour my soap in and then I have my soap. I'm using 100% silicone. I got this idea from Sarah Milroy, her video on YouTube, and she suggested that you use this and mix it with Dawn and then water, and then you can make a mold for your embeds or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to make a mold of these hearts, and I want to take you along. So we're going to break the seal in here, and then we're going to pour it in the water. Whoops, no we're not. We're going to pour Dawn in first. Hello. A lot of Dawn. Then we're going to pour the silicone in. Really, you need the water. The water activates. It activates the process. So you're going to take the silicone. The Dawn just helps it not stick to your hands or anything. But you need to water through the silicone. So you knead it a little bit, but you don't want to knead it too much. You want it still so you can form it into the mold. You want to make the mold. So try to drain as much water as you can from it, because you don't want the water or air bubbles. So then you take it and then you spread it kind of evenly on your mold, your impression that you did of the wax. Kind of evenly, as much as you can. This is so much fun. I think this will be great. People that are making like hot process maybe, that, or people that don't want to have time or can't do embeds and stuff. So now I'm going to take this tape, put tape on one side, then you're going to level it. You want it level so that once you, when it's dry, you want to flip it over and it'll be level, not have all my fingerprints on it. So now the next step. So after 24 hours, you're going to let this dry and cure, because the water makes it dry, like cured throughout, not like from the outside in. It cures totally all at once. So, and then after 24 hours, you're going to end up like with something like this. And I love it. It's so much fun. You could, there's so many endless ideas that you can use it for. I'm thinking hot processed, embeds, anything you want to do that you don't have time for right now. You can do this and then just lay this in your mold and then pour your soap in. And then this is what I made. These are bees with honeycomb, and this is flowers that's going to look like this when I pour my soap. The top should look like this, and then the top of the bees also should look like this when I'm done. And I'll bring you back when I actually make the soap and let you know how that worked out.